I made a video saying that the Sopranos were the worst family to be in. And I feel like I didn't really explain it and go in depth. So to apologize for clickbaiting y'all, I'm making a video ranking all the Mafia families and crews because sometimes you don't get to see the whole family. In this video, it's going to be ranked from worst to best. And spoiler alert for these movies and shows too. The worst Sopranos, just like I said, because of Tony Soprano. Don't be one of Tony Soprano's cousins, because that's a death sentence. Look what happened to Tony B. Look what happened to Chrissy. Being Tony Soprano's family, immediate family, not even the crew, is dangerous. It's dangerous. Tony Soprano is the type to fuck your girl, have fat beach whale sex with her, and there's nothing you can do about it. Absolutely nothing. I know that he technically didn't have sex with Adriana, but
what kind of fucking animal you think I am? The thought never even entered my head!
nigga, if they didn't have that car wreck, he was gonna wreck that pussy. He was gonna wreck that pussy. It ain't no way you finna convince me that he wasn't. They was on the way to get some coke. What was they gonna do afterwards? Read a book? No. And Tony Soprano will beat you for no reason. Like his bodyguard. He beat his bodyguard because his bodyguard slammed the minifridge too hard. But it was really because he wanted to seem tough in front of his crew. And being a crew member is not the best either. You're liable to get shot by the niggas in New York. And Tony, he won't even shed a tear at your funeral. He was just like, damn, there goes one of my employees. Fuck. And Paulie, he don't even live lavish. That nigga live in a 2-bedroom apartment, cutting coupons. He ain't rich like that, and his boss living in a big ass mansion. And even being one of Tony Soprano's kids. Yeah, you're his kid, but you still getting snatched up sometimes, slapped in the face sometimes. You still getting verbally abused. Man, no, Sopranos definitely. And you're in like the worst age to be a gangster. When it's all ending, the gang is at the least amount of power that it ever has, and your boss is a fat ass, eating, getting rich in front of you. He living in a mansion, and you living in a 2-bedroom. And you having to kick up money to him. While he calls you a fat ass, a bitch, why he calls you names and you making him rich. Why he beating on you and he making you rich. Why he potentially killing you and you was making him rich. No. But next, we got the Falcones. Now, this is the Mafia family from Batman. And needless to say, being in the mob in Batman City is like being a Boy Scout in prison. You know what's gonna happen to you, and it's not good. Like, man, imagine trying to do any criminal activity. You trying to stick somebody up. You trying to make a drop. You trying to do some collections, and Batman shows up. Oh, nigga, I retired. Who would want to be in the mob when Batman exists and you in his city? No. And then the Falcones, the dad, he's shiesty. Being in the actual family, you gotta watch your dad potentially kill your mom and then send you to Arkham, the deadliest nut house. And then, let's say you survive the dad antics. And then Sophia, she comes and Itachi the whole family. Itachi Uchiha's the whole family. The only reason it's better than Sopranos is because it's more money. It's more money and you have more power. It's more power, more you can get away with because Batman can't be everywhere at the same time. But another low is you gotta be related to Sophia if you're in the family. And she fine. I don't wanna be related to her. But if you're a crew member, you can potentially get with her. So That's another plus. Don't at me, the Sopranos are worse than the Falcones as a family, as an organization, how it works. I don't give a damn what you say. But next, we got the Casino Crew. Now, this is low on the list because it's not really that powerful. It's just a couple of my guys, a little crew that's protecting a casino. And don't get me wrong, that casino is very rich. But at the same time, your partner in crime is a Joe Pesci mob variant, no Home Alone. So he's real short, angry, and shiesty. He'll fuck your girl, and then if you say something about it, he'll whoop your ass. This is one of the most violent iterations of Joe Pesci too. This nigga is like an Italian chihuahua as a human, man. He just so aggressive and scary. Imagine being scared of somebody you gotta look down on like that, and for a good reason too, because he holds a lot of power. He holds a lot of power. Now, it's low because realistically, any bigger crew can come and just wipe you out. This is a weak crew, but it's better than the Falcones and the Sopranos because you run in a casino. It's more money, it's more entertaining, and it's more legitimate. It's damn near like running a business instead of being in the mob. That's why it's up there. But next, we got Hoodlum. Now, this is up there because they let niggas in. This is why it's so up on the list. Man, I used to watch this with my grandma. I think Wesley Snipes was in it if I'm not tripping. But yeah, a mafia for niggas. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, we with that. We with that. Oh God. Next is the Goodfellas. Now I feel like the crew, we didn't get to see the family that much. But Paulie, I mean, he treated his guys pretty good. Not even gonna lie. Y'all can say that the snitch, the rat, the main character, he only got a few $1,000s for a lifetime of being in the mob. But when you think about it, nigga, that was your fault. Paulie told you not to sell them fucking drugs. He told you what would happen if you continue selling them drugs. You sold the drugs and then you snitched. That's your fault. They clearly explained the rules of the mob. Don't snitch. Don't kill a made guy. And that's pretty much it. You could have did whatever you wanted. Whatever you wanted. And I feel like this crew, y'all did get away with a lot. Cause y'all broke some rules. Paulie let it slide. He was really a lax capo. Man, Mr. Two Guns, Joe Pesci, this might be the most despicable variant of Joe Pesci. Nigga, you killed a made guy, Billy Bates. Come on now, you knew what was gonna happen. But you get to live a life, you have a cool capo. All you had to do was follow the rules. But what do you expect? They're criminals. They're known for breaking rules. But next, our first anime entry, well, first and last, Passion. What makes this great is you get a stand. Like, that's better than all the perks of the other mobs that I named before. You get a stand, and yeah, the boss, he's evil, but at the same time, you don't have to see him. He's fair. All you have to do is carry out the mission. And let's say you just so happen to want to protect his daughter. Yeah, being in the family's bad then, but you defeat him. You ended up defeating him, and Giorno's the new boss. And now you get to be a capo for Giorno. So you got the dude with the God stand as your boss, who actually wants to be a gang star and make the world a better place with gang banging. He's a good gang banger. He's an ethical mobster. So you can be in the mob and feel good about yourself. Imagine telling your mama, yeah, I'm finna join the mob and be a good member of society. That's basically what it is with Jorno's version of Passion. So yeah, this is one of the best mafias in fiction. The best, man, I gotta go the Corleone family. Yeah, 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 I get it. There are downsides, like Sonny. What happened to Sonny? How he got killed. But let's be honest, Sonny was kind of a dumbass. He kind of walked into an obvious trap. If he would have thought for a little bit, come on now. Fredo, yeah, Michael did have to clap him. But, nigga, you kind of sold your brother out. You got your brother shot at. You made the family look weak. He didn't have to do it. I wouldn't do it. I would just never talk to that nigga again, put him in lifetime punishment, put him in the corner for life. That's how I think of it. But it's understandable. All you had to do was sit there and be rich as hell. And it's better than having to stand because, nigga, it's back in the damn near the 60s. You're the most powerful mob, the only one. You took out the other 5. You into casinos. This is a mob at its peak. And all you have to do is function. The Corleone is the greatest mob family in history, if you ask me. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Would y'all rearrange the list? Did I miss any? Until next time, love you.